Hey, it's Jason. I am here in Westchester, Pennsylvania at a home where last year we landscaped the front and 2 years ago we did a design in the back. My favorite part of this project is that it was for one of our team members' aunt, Chad Leary's aunt. We're at her house. I think they're in the backyard. Let's go say hi and check them out.
We are in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and this is my aunt, Karen Leary.
We spend a lot of time outside and a lot of time inside. I'm a big sports fan of the family and all, so I wanted to be outside to watch games and covered it so we could be outside, and then put the TV in and the heaters, and so had about a year of that feeling. I said then I just wanted to expand it a little bit. You know, in the fall you can sit out here and be in the sun. In the summer, you can be under the shade. The heaters work great through January. It's great. We're out here watching Eagles games if they make it that far.
When we were first talking about it, she either wanted a fountain or a pondless waterfall. She didn't want to deal with the fish. She didn't want any of that high maintenance stuff. So she just wanted sound and something to look at when she's out here, coming home from work or out here with friends and family. So I gave her the idea, I think we should go with a pondless waterfall because you'll get a lot more action, a lot more sound, and definitely, you know, you could definitely throw in a lot of plants in there and make it look, you know, as natural as possible. Another cool feature about the waterfall is built right beside where my grandmother lives. So when she's inside doing her crosswords or word searches, anything like that, she can look out and see the waterfall, get into action. Every now and then she'll see the birds come in, take a quick bird bath, and also she can see all the aquatic plants bloom and flower. That's another cool feature to have, so that make sure she gets a little bit of action, and also my grandmother can get some action as well while they're both inside.
Here we are in front of the pondless waterfall. This was designed to have sound and beauty from no matter where you were. When you come through the gate, it really stands out. It's like boom, you know, it's a major feature, and we wanted to make sure that the waterfall was visible from multiple points, and that can be a little bit challenging sometimes. You got the fireplace, you got the grill area, you got the covered area underneath, and you got just as you walk through the gate, as well as from your grandmother's part of the home. So in order to accomplish those waterfalls in all different areas, I think you guys did a good job. And you know, sometimes you see just the side of a waterfall, but that's really neat because it creates curiosity and makes you want to walk around. How'd you build it? Tell me how many aqua blocks are in it and what size pump.
There's about 5 large aqua blocks in here. There's a 48,000 gallon per hour pump, so that my aunt has that option to adjust the waterfalls, whether she wants it low or high. Usually she'll keep on low at night, so that nothing too loud or doesn't keep my nanny up or anything like that. But when there's a lot of people over or something's going on, she'll crank up that pump to whatever setting she wants, so that she gets that real loud sound, and so that people can hear and enjoy.
I really like the landscaping that the landscape team, Becky, Julie, and the team put into here. As soon as you walk back, it just stands out that there's just so much year-round interest there. You definitely got some evergreens, as well as you got some other plants that are just gonna pop. You got a blue atlas cedar at the top of the waterfall. I love seeing that. When we first started in the business, that was like one of the things that we always did, was put a blue atlas cedar at the top. And it seemed like every pond or every water feature we did had that. And it's still kind of neat and kind of a signature every once in a while when I walk around. It's like, oh, that's cool. So I love seeing the blue atlas cedars at the top of the waterfall. And I can tell that you were here putting some tropicals in.
Absolutely.
Definitely kind of put a pop on it, on the waterfall with that, right?
Yeah, my aunt wanted color, so, you know, you can do a little bit of detail work with the hardies, but hardies are just a lot of green. I mean, occasionally they'll grow their flowers and buds, but tropicals, you know, you get colorful with the taros, the banana trees, or any of the small tropical plants as well. And the canna lilies, you know, you have multiple options of like pink, orange, white, yellow. So tie that in with the all other plants and the landscape around it, makes it look beautiful.
We mentioned that you could kind of see the waterfall from the fireplace. Maybe we should go check out the fireplace.
Let's go.
Check it out?
Yeah.
Let's go. So here we are in front of the fireplace.
Absolutely.
We have a gas fireplace here, and this is a kit that we actually put together, and then we ran a gas line to it, and we used fire glass to have the fire coming through instead of the logs on this one. I really like how it came out. One of the neat things is we used some flagstone caps, and that flagstone really ties into other elements here, such as the patio. So I like how it just carried everything through. So we got the flagstone caps with the stone that was matching up to the stone walls that they wanted to match.
We use it a lot now in the fall, through the winter. It's on all the time. Even if I'm not sitting by it, it's fun just to sit underneath here and look at it. When it's snowing, you know, in the winter, it's a beautiful look. I think when you first came out, we were going a little bigger, and I was like, I don't think I want it to be closer in with this area here. And when I entertain, I don't entertain 50 people. It's 10, 15, and it's just perfect because very homey and cozy, and it's everything I wanted.
So the other thing that we did with the fireplace that I really like is we put this at seating height, right?
Yes.
So you can kind of sit right there, nice and comfortable. And this stone here that we talked about looks great, and I really like how it blended into the existing walls.
Yep.
And the kitchen area that we built. So let's go check out the kitchen.
Let's go.
All right. Here we are at the barbecue kitchen area. I really like how this one came out. We've designed a lot of these, but some of my favorite features of this one are how it's no real 90-degree angles. Everything's very open on here, and it just allows you to give you a lot of room without keep getting you too close to the grill, but still having the grill very close and accessible and near a large area to put out food and all that kind of thing.
I'm not much of a cook, but I do like the grill, and so do my family and friends do too. So it's the grill is monstrous. It's huge. You could cook a lot on it. It's great. I like, we talked about the counter, what kind of top I wanted, and I went with the cement top, and it turned out great. I love it. Everybody's very curious always about what type of countertop, what material that is, but I'm glad I went with that. It's perfect. It's just what I wanted.
It's a concrete countertop that's been stained a couple times to get the color that my aunt was looking for. So this is the color that she wanted, and it looks fantastic.
So definitely, concrete countertop came out really nice. One of my favorite parts of this kitchen is that the wall runs down the middle, so we have seating on both sides. So we can actually sit on both sides with our legs under. Many times you can only do that on outdoor kitchens from one side. So for this one, we made it seating on both sides. One of the challenges of this property here, this whole project is on an angle. It actually laid itself out really well though, because I love it when we get to work with different elevations. So where we're sitting now is actually bar height, and over here for grilling and everything is countertop height, but it helped us with that elevation of everything being on a slope, and that's what laid itself to use the fireplace as a retaining wall, as well as some boulders, and then really get a really cool pondless waterfall coming down off the hill. So when we first came in, it was kind of like, holy smokes, that's kind of a little bit of a different slope. But once we started putting the design together, I feel like it came out even better because of it. And it allowed us to work with those elevations and dimension that way.
In 2008, we put this addition on for my mom and dad.
Yeah.
Chad's grandmom and grandfather.
And when they, were digging everything out, they found this big boulder, and my pop-up fell in love with this boulder. So at first, it was initially sitting where the pondless waterfall was at, and that was kind of like a sitting rock. That's something he liked. And then when we came in and add the waterfall. We wanted to do something for it. Initially, it was going to be a sit rock by the fireplace, but
Yeah, somebody mentioned, how about if we stand it up?
yeah,
And I think it was actually Becky. I was like, well, that's a good idea. I never even thought of that, because it was okay sitting out there, but when they stood it up, it was like, wow, that's great. And so we call it Pop's Rock, and it's very special.
Another element that is really neat is actually just the hard surface that is down on the ground, the patio. We're in Chester County. It was really nice to mix in a natural element with some irregular Pennsylvania bluestone. They come in big pieces, and that's a lot of work to chip them and to get those joints very similar throughout. But I feel like it was large enough that you're able to incorporate the seating area underneath, the kitchen, the fireplace, and the water feature, but still have plenty of room to move around and walk around, and I like how it came out. And Karen's right, I did design that bigger. She brought everything back in, which made it that much more intimate, which was absolutely awesome. Some of the elements that were already here when we came in, such as that covered porch area and the existing stonework and your grandfather's rock. And some of those things, once we got to incorporate it, it just really came out to make a good project, and I like how it all looks.
It was really fun watching it come together. I didn't want to go to work in the morning because I wanted to see what they were doing, and then would come home at lunch and check in, and come home at night and just see how it was all coming together. I will tell you, probably the thing that amazed me the most was this flagstone, how big those pieces were when they took them off the truck and chipped away, and had the patience to put them in. It was really fun to watch.
So I think this project came out absolutely awesome. Your aunt was fantastic to work with, and a lot of fun.
Yeah, so this whole project was fun. Everyone that was here had a blast. My aunt had a blast during the construction, and then when everything was completed. So we're really happy I got to work with my aunt and able to do something for the family. So I hope she's really pleased with it, and she gets to enjoy this for as long as she can.
If you have any questions, please put it in the comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, keep building your outdoor dreams.